until number 31. Okay. Now we continue number 32. Okay. Which row states where nuclear fission occurs? What nuclear fission is? Nuclear fission occurs in fusion itu kan bergabung, ya. A star. Kalau power station itu dia memecah, ini fission, ya. Memecah kemudian menjadi energi, ya, power station. Tapi di stars itu dia bersatu, fusion. Fusi itu bergabung, ya, join together, ya, between helium. And then so between A or B, nuclear fusion is the joining of small nuclei. The splitting, not splitting. Split is fission, ya, different. Jadi kalau Bapak tulis ini between fusion and fission. This is fission. Splitting of large nuclei into some of large nuclei also, yeah, actually. So okay, so the answer is A, yeah, A. Okay, now continue number 33. The scattering of particles by a thin gold foil provided scientists with evidence for the nuclear atom. Okay. Which particle were scattering by the gold nuclei in the tin foil? Ini alpha particle. This is Rutherford experiment, ya. This is actually Rutherford experiment. Alpha particle scattering. Ini. Not beta, not neutron, not proton. Ya. On the gold nuclei. Ya. The scientist is Rutherford. Ya. Ernest Rutherford. Okay, number 34. Radioactive nucleus are decays with the emission of a beta particle as on. Which equation is correct? Okay, beta is electron. Yeah, beta is electron. This beta is electron. Yeah, and then electron they have, yeah, electron they have 0, yeah, and -1. Mass number, no. Mass number 1, mass number 1, atomic number -1. Bapak kebalik deh. Mass number 0, atomic number 1. So it means this is 0, ya, in here 0, and this is 1. So X equals to P plus 0. So X equals to P. Oh, this one, ya, udah dapat ini. And Y equals Q minus 1. Ya, kalau Bapak tulis Y also, ya, Q minus 1.
Kalau C bisa nggak?
Sorry?
Kalau C bisa nggak, Pak?
Sorry?
Kalau C bisa nggak itu?
C, oh iya. Kita cek dulu. Ini kan equals to, so it mean Q equals, yes, same thing. Q equals Y plus 1, ya. Y plus 1. Oke, kita coba ulang lagi. Jangan-jangan salah ini. Radioactive nucleus emission. Iya. Which equation is correct? Y plus Q minus 1. So, dua jawaban dong ya. Two answers. X equals P. X equals to P. Iya, two answers ya. Iya, dua answer. Apa betul? X P plus 0. Y Q minus 1. Yes, two answers. But maybe later I will check again in past paper ya. Apa? I will check again. This is ya. Ya, oke. Kita continue 35. A beam consisting of alpha particle, beta particle, and gamma rays passes into magnetic field, which diagram show their path in the magnetic field. Okay, gamma is continue with linear. Yeah. So the answer between C, B, yeah, C or B. Yeah, gamma is continue because gamma there is they don't can affect by electromagnetic wave. Ya, dia tidak dipengaruhi oleh gelombang elektromagnetik. Nah, kemudian kita lihat alpha and beta. We see about mass between alpha and beta because alpha is alpha ini lebih besar ya, more than beta. So alpha ini lebih pendek dia perjalanannya ya, more ini ya, jadi lebih pendek dibandingkan beta. Kalau beta karena dia massnya kecil maka dia melesat tinggi ya, maka answernya adalah C ya, bukan B ya. From this ya, alpha is helium nuclei, beta is electron. So between alpha and beta, mass of alpha more than beta. Yeah. So about gamma, gamma is electromagnetic wave. So they don't get effect by magnetic field or electric field. So the trace of this line ya, dia lurus-lurus saja ya, tidak dipengaruhi oleh apapun. Oke, continue 36. A sample contains atom of an isotope that has half-life 7.2 years. Which quantity half every 7.2 years? Is it mass, nucleon, mass number, number of atom of the isotope, or proton, atomic number? Content atom, an isotope has life. Number, this one ya, mass ya. Mass. Karena yang dihitung itu adalah N, dia dalam unit mass, ya, dalam unit mass or mass over something, ya. Mainly secara umum adalah mass gitu ya, generally as mass ya. Oke, 37. Nucleus of phosphorus 32p15 emits beta particle to form a new nucleus. What is nucleon number and what the proton number of nucleus? Wow. Gini, kalau fosfor kita tulis gini. This is P, and they have 32, and they have 15, and they have emits beta particle, ya, beta particle from new nucleus. Let's say new nucleus is something, misalkan kita sebut uh, let's say Q, ya, Q, and then plus beta or electron, plus electron. Electron is 0 minus 1, ya. In here is 0, and then below 1 is negative 1. So nuclear number of mass number 32, yeah, on the Q, on the bottom, this is 32 and 16, yeah. Get it?
Yeah.
Oke. Oke, kemudian 38. The half-life of radioactive substance is 5 hours. Half-life, yeah. Sample of test found the content 0.48 gram of the substance. How much the substance was present sample 20 hours before the sample was tested. Okay. Before was tested, ya, berarti this is we find about initial mass, ya, masa awalnya. So if we this is, sorry. Oh, Bapak kesini aja deh, ke ini ya, kertas ini. We have NT equals to NO half T over T. This is the formula. Yeah. Radioactive decay. The apa namanya? The rest 0.48, and then this is initial apa namanya, mass, half T, ya, T is 20 hours and half life is 5. So we can 0.48 equals to N0, yeah, a half power 4. 0.48 and O, a half power 4 is 1/16, yeah, 1/16. So NO is 0.48 times 16. This is around 0.48 times 16. Oh, 76.8. Kok 7 point ya? How much the substance was present? 20 hours. Wait. Oh, Bapak salah ketik. 0.48 times 16. Oh, 7.68. Yeah, this one, the D one ya. Yang D itu. Salah pencet tadi. Okay, so the answer is D ya, 7.68 gram after 20 hours ya. Okay, then continue. Oh, or you still copy this, Kalista?
Masih lagi tulis.
Lagi ditulis?
Oke,
ya sudah. Sir tunggu dulu deh. Bapak ambil minum dulu.
ya udah.
Okay, number 39. This is about half-life also, but in grep. So, from this, actually we get this apa namanya half-life, ya, because the initial apa namanya awalnya itu 4.000, kemudian a half of 4.000 itu kan 2.000. Nah, they have time here. This is half-life, ya, 2 days. What will be decayed at 8 days? In 8, yeah. Oh, the graph decayed per. Oh. Pakai use this again. I go to this paper again. After 8 days, ya kita berarti cari NT. NT equals to NO, a half T over T capital. Let's say NO, a half. T means 8 days, and half-life is 2. Ya. So, oh ya, NO kita belum masukkan. NO is 4,000. Ya. And then times 1/16. So, this is something with 4.000 dibagi 16 ya. 4,000 divided by 16. This is around 4,000 divided 16. 250. 250 ya, decays per second. That's it.
Iya.
Yes, okay. Number 40. I think the last one ya. Oh iya betul, the last one 40. After this we go to paper 4. Yes. The graph shows a percentage of radioactive isotope that remains as time passes. Yeah, percentage of isotope remaining in percent. Yeah. Time in minutes. Yeah. A student measure initial rate emission of the isotope is 4 40,000 emission per second. Yeah. How does long take rate for 5? Okay. This back again about half-life. We have formula half-life nt equals to no a half t over t capital. Ya. Sometimes juga ada yang pakai e ya. E equals to ao a half t over t. This is same thing ya. Okay. Nt we have this is 5,000. Then awalnya adalah 40,000. And a half until what time? T, ya. Nah, so we have graph, ya, graph to define about apa namanya half life, ya. This is 100 in initial, and we find a half of 100 is 50, ya, 50, and the time when the 50 is 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is half life, yeah. This is half life 5 minutes. So this is divided by 5. Okay, we go to here. 5,000 divided by 40,000 equals to a half t over 5. So 5.000 per 4.000 itu sama aja kalau kita cancel 5. Sorry. This is actually 1/8. Ya, 5 per 40 itu 1/8. 1/8 equals a half t over 5. We change 1/8 into 1/2 power something. Yeah. 1/2 power 3 actually. Same thing with 1/8. Ya. Karena 2 times 2 times 2 equals to 8. 1 times 1 times equals 1. Yeah. Then this is a half t over 5. It means in mathematics ya, the power is same thing because domain the number is same ya, a half. So this is 3 equals to t over 5. From this t equals to 3 times 5 ya, equals to 15. So 15 minutes ya. So the answer is B. That's it. That one. I hope you understand ya, Kalista ya. Okay, if you want to copy, I wait around 3 minutes ya. And then, yep.
Already.
Kenapa?
Udah.
Oh, udah. Oke. Sekarang Bapak ke paper 4. Paper 4. Mana ya? Wait. This one. Okay. Paper 4 start from number 1. Oke. Number 1. Tadi sempat Bapak baca sebentar ya. State one similarity and one difference between vector and scalar quantities. Oke, similarity-nya, kesamaannya itu dia punya nilai, ya. Dia have magnitude, ya, dia punya besar, ya. Punya besarnya berapa? Punya value-nya berapa? Have magnitude. Ya. Bapak tulis di sini aja. Ya, they have magnitude. Magnitude. Or value, nilai ya, number ya, value. Value. Ya, magnitude value besarnya berapa ya? How big ya? How big? Seberapa besarnya ya? And then difference-nya itu adalah they don't about direction, ya. It's about direction, arah, ya. Vector have direction, ya. Vector direction. Scalar have direction. Oke. Ya, bedanya ini ya, similarity-nya and difference-nya adalah itu ya. Oke, then continue number question B. Ya. Question B is given an example of each quantity, vector quantity. Ya, this like ya, yang punya arah itu kan kayak velocity. Ya, misalkan, then force. Ya, then reserve dan seterusnya. Yang dia punya direction ya, punya arah. Kalau kita lihat mobil berkelajuan atau punya velocity something, berarti yang terbayang di kita adalah dia berarah kemana ya. They have where go, apa namanya, dia pergi kemana, itu for arahnya ya. And then also force. And then scalar, scalar is they don't have direction like time. And then temperature. And then misalkan temperature, power, ya, yeah, they don't have direction, dan seterusnya, etc. Oke, continue C. Sekarang tentang hitungan ya. Figure 1.1 shows a horizontal route, ya, length 2.4 meter and weight 160 Newton. The weight of the rod acts on the center. The rod is suspended by two vertical ropes, X and Y. Yeah. The tension each rope is 80 Newton. Okay. State name given the point at which the weight of rods at. State the name given the point. This. The name of the point. Center of mass, yeah. This is the name given point, which the width of the rod. Which the weight, yeah, of the rod. Center of ini apa namanya? Center of mass. Or bisa juga center of gravity, ya. Yeah. Dan ini bisa ditaruh pivot ya. Kira-kirain dia nanya tentang namanya apa, pivot. Bukan, ternyata dia which point at which the weight of the rod X. The weight di sini titik ini ya. Kalau titik ini memang center of mass of center of gravity. Ya. Pusat massa atau pusat gaya gravitasi. Ya. Oke. C. Calculate the mass of the rod. The weight of rod, yeah, they said weight of rod is 160. So mass we can find from weight, yeah. Weight equals to M times G. Then they have 160 in weight Newton. and we find mass. Gravitational acceleration I think 10 ya. Di sini ada enggak ya? Oh, tidak disebutkan ya, around 10 ya. Around 10 times 10. So mass equals to ya 160 divided by 10. 16 gram. 16 kilogram. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yep. Continue I. The root is equilibrium. Using data for figuring, explain why. Because on the root x and root y, they have torque in gini ya. Because they have torque or moments in same on different direction. They have torque, they have moment in same on different direction. Yeah, this is in clockwise and anti-clockwise. About torque, about torque or moment, ini torque or momentnya ya, torque. This is tension group, force times distance d. They have same, about this, 80 times 1.2, 81.2. So around 96 Newton meter, and the total torque equals to 0 ya. Atau ini di sini ya bisa Bapak tambahkan ya, or total torque or moments equal 0. Jadi kalau Bapak bilang ini dia 96 dalam clockwise dan 96 dalam anti clockwise. Maka kalau kita jumlahkan 96 dikurang 96 equals to 0 ya. We definition that moment on the left side they have 69 in clockwise, and on the right one they have 69 also on the anti-clockwise. So if we adding this this magnitude, so same thing with 19.6 minus 19.6 become 0. That's it. It's we call as the equilibrium, when total moments or total torque equals to 0. That's it. I hope you understand Kalista ya. Okay, we continue or still copy this ya. If you have any question, kalau Kalista ada pertanyaan nggak apa-apa, tanya aja ya. Kalau masih bingung, nggak mengerti.
Oke.
Oke, ya. Kemudian number 2, wow, solenoid. This is about electromagnetic induction. 2A1. A solenoid connected to a battery produce a magnetic field. The wires are connected to the battery terminal, the other way around. Tick one box on the top table indicate the effect of magnetic field. Tick one box indicate effect magnetic field. So solenoid connected battery produce magnetic field. Yes. The wire are the connected battery. Tick one box table indicate effect of magnetic field. Sebentar. Ini solenoid terhubung baterai produce. Yes, the wires are other wire around. Tick one box table. Effect magnetic field. Yes, this effect of magnetic field. Kok Bapak masih bingung ya? Solenoid connected battery produce magnetic field. Yes. The wires are connected to the battery terminal, the other wire on. Ya, oke. Tick one box the table indikasi effect magnetic field. This is station, ya. Not decrease, not to zero, ya. Not reverse, not increase, but stay same. Stay same, ya. Stay same. Yeah, this one. Okay. Continue. Figure 2.1 show a top view, ya, bar. Yang ini kira-kira mengerti nggak, Kalista? Bapak agak gambar, coba Bapak gambar gini ya. Ini kalau kita gambar gini. Ini solenoid. Solenoid itu coils. This is solenoid. And connected with battery. Let's say battery like this one. This is big battery. So they have magnetic field on this. When like this one, this is the current, yeah, arrow the current. This is arrow the current, and then go there. They have Orsted rules, ya. When current same thing with four fingers, ya. Kalau currentnya seperti ini, four fingersnya begini, berarti thumb kita ke kiri, maka ini magnetic fieldnya akan seperti itu, ke kiri, go to left, ya. Like putaran, ya, rotation of this right hands, ya, right hands seperti ini. So I think this is same, ya, same in every solenoid, ya. Not decrease to zero, not decrease but not zero, reverse direction, increases, yeah, but stay same. Yeah, I think stay same. This one. Maybe ini ya, about current, ya. Kalau ini kan lama-lama currentnya ini akan semakin mengecil. Berarti decrease to zero. Masih belum ngeh tentang pertanyaan ini. Jadi maybe two answers ya. Decrease to zero pengertiannya adalah current-nya akan semakin habis. Current electricity-nya habis, maka dia akan turun sampai dengan zero. Nah, kalau stay same, maksud Bapak adalah magnetic field ini. Di setiap point dia pasti nilainya sama ya. Di setiap point nilainya sama. In every single point is the same ya. The magnetic field is. Oke. Sementara dua jawaban. Yup. Kenapa Kak? Ya. Kenapa?
Ini effect on magnetic field ya.
Oh, effect on magnetic field. Oh, on magnetic. Ya berarti this one ya decrease to zero. This is not ya. Because current they depends by current ya. And then current semakin lama kan currentnya dia habis ya. Baterai ini voltage baterai apa? Electric current dari baterai ini akan habis. Artinya become to zero. Tidak akan terlalu selalu sama ya. Oke. I think jawaban the best answer is this one ya. Decrease to zero. Oke. Figure 2.1. I scroll up. Shows a top view of two bars bracket and a vertical rigid conducting rod carrying a current. Yeah. The direction of the current in the rod is coming out the paper. Oh, this the dot one. The dot one this is ya. This is coming out the paper. Ya, keluar dari kertas. Okay, then on figure 2.1, draw a single line with an arrow to show the direction of magnetic field due to the bar magnetic at the position of the rod. The position of the rod. So, tergambar di kertas ini coba. Okay, they have a south and north. South, north, and this is point. This is also they have south and north. Vertical rod perpendicular to paper. On figure, draw single line with an arrow. Direction of magnetic field. The bar magnets at the position. Dia kan seperti ini. Kalau Bapak gambar ini seperti ini, north to south. This is also north to south. So this like this is like this one, yeah. So on this route, like one line from north to south. Yeah. Okay, agree with this, Kalista?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, this one, yeah, and the on the road one. Okay, now question II. State the direction of the force exerted by vertical rod. Okay, the vertical rod they have current, yeah, carrying current. The direction of the current rod is coming out the paper. Okay, here I draw here, yeah. This is current or I. and this, they have magnetic field B. Okay, I remember about FBI. Yeah, uh, when the position like this one. Yeah, FBI. Uh, Middle finger is F, forefinger is B, and then thumb is I. So when we like this one, uh, like this, yeah, this is B, this is I, my finger, my thumbs, and so force is coming uh, to right. Yeah, this is force. Mudah-mudahan mengerti ya. Ini gini, uh, Kalista pakai kayak mau nembak gitu ya. Shoot somebody. Nih B, ya, this is middle finger. Ya. And then I is thumb ya, jempol. And then this is forefinger, forefinger. I is coming out, ya, out, coming out the paper, sama aja ke atas, ya, uh, ke kamera ini. Kemudian B adalah ke bawah, ya, dia ke sini ya, bukan ke bawah, ke sini. And then ya force jadi ke sana, ya, right hand rose, ya. Ya, I hope you understand ya.
Yeah.
Ngerti ya? Oke, oke. Sip. Continue to see other question. The direction force extended. No. B question. Okay, this is two plates here, and they have positive and negative charge. Yeah. Figure 2.2 shows two parallel conducting plates connected to a very high voltage supply. Okay. The left hand plate, yeah, positively charged, and the right hand plates negatively charged. Yeah. Use figure 2.2. Draw the electric field pattern produced between the charge plate. Use a row to show the direction of the field. Okay, I go to next. Here we have positive charge on the left, and we have negative charge on the right, and they have a voltage supply. Yeah. This one. So electric field is, yeah, when the positive is coming out, yeah, from them, and then negative is coming in. Jadi ini dia keluar dari positif menuju negatif, maka seperti ini. Row-nya adalah ke kanan, from positive to negative. Yeah. Why? Because if you remember about electric field, ya, kalau positif, negatif ini differentnya. Kalau positif itu they have coming out, ya, keluar. And then when negative is coming in, ya, menuju dia. Maka in this context is positif keluar dari dia menuju negatif, menuju ke dia, ke negatif, ya. Semuanya paralel from left to right. Then question I oh, a light conducting balls is suspended by insulating string. Yes. Figure 2.3. So the ball in the middle kept between the plates. Wow. So the distribution of charge of this ball. Oh, oke. Nanti ini uh, because they have positive on the left, yeah, and then on the right negative. So when the ball is in here, this is actually the first condition is neutral, yeah. They have two charge positive and negative. So after they have interaction between with this positive and negative charge, so this charge on this ball it will be polarity, ya, to be polar, kayak bergerak. Yang negatif nanti akan ke sebelah sini, yang positif dia akan ke sebelah sini, ya. By what? By column slow, ya. By column slow. Jadi negatifnya akan mengarah ke sini, positifnya ke sini, karena ini ada interaction, ya, tarik menarik, ya. Attract between other charge, ya. Positive attract with negative. This is negative attract with positive. Like this one. Yeah. So the distribution charge of the ball. Ya. Nah, kalau kita gambarkan ya kayak tadi ya. Ini kalau ball, maka positive on the left. Oh. Positive on the right, ya. Yes, positive on the ya, kurang lebih seperti ini ya. And then the negative is on the on the left, ya. Negative, negative, negative. Seperti itu. Ini gambarnya kurang bagus lah. Nanti pokoknya dia on the edge, ya, tepi dia, tepi bola itu. Ya, di tepi bola itu. Oke, that's it. Oke, kita lanjut lagi. Wow, calculation. The ball is displayed to the left and then oscillate backward and forward between two plates. Yes, because they have interaction between apa namanya discharge, ya, karena dia punya tarik menarik, ya, and then dia jadi swing, ya. The ball touch the plate once every 0.5 second. Every time it touch the plate, a charge of, yes, 2.8 times 10 power minus 9 8 coulombs is transferred. Calculate the average current produced by the repeated transfer of this charge. Oh, this so easy, ya. I equals to Q over T. Yeah. So we have Q is 2.8 times 10 power minus 8. Yeah. Divided T is 0.05 second. Touch the plate. So I equals to, coba kita bagi 56, ya, times 10 power minus 8, ya, ampere. that's it ya. Oke. Ya, seperti itu. Ya, I hope understand ya Kalista ya. Mudah-mudahan mengerti ya. Mengerti nggak?
Kurang ngerti sih.
Oh, kurang ngerti. Oke. Sir ulang lagi ya. This ball ini gini, dia kayak charging ya. Sebutlah gini, Bapak gambar sini ya. Ini konteksnya seperti ini. Dia swing. Ini kalau Sir zoom, ini tadi positif atau negatif? Positif. Nih, nah ini Bapak zoom. Ini bola. Bola ini dia swing karena tarik menarik ya, sana and then back gitu. Nah ketika dia nempel ke sini, every touch this they touch Q ya, 2.8 times 10 minus 8 coulombs ya, dia kayak charging di sini or charging di sini. Dan touching this plate around T-nya ya around 0.05 second. Around 0.05 second. Yang ditanya adalah current I. A equals Q over T. Ya, kita punya 2.8 times 10 power minus 8 divided by 0.05 Q over T. And then we get this is around 6 times 10 power minus 8 ampere ya. Or bisa juga 5.6 ya. Ini 5.6 times 10 minus 7 ampere. This one. This general formula for current ya. Electric current is charge over time. Oke, I hope you understand ya. Mudah-mudahan mengerti. Q over T ya. This is 2.8 times 10 power 8 equals to this ya. Nah, ini kan kalau 0,000, nah ini adalah charge-nya. And then this is time. Ya. Oh. Get it, Kalista? Belum? Not yet. Mana yang belum mengerti? Or Bapak gini, nah ini adalah jangan-jangan kalkulasi matematikanya yang belum mengerti ya. This is like 2.8 divided by 0, 0, 5. So something with I equals to
Itu itu 5 6-nya dapat dari mana?
yang mana kalau start which one? 56.
Iya.
56 dari ini.
Oh,
2,8 dibagi 0,05. 2.8 divided by 0.05 become 59.
terus itu kenapa? Oh enggak deh ya.
Oke, nggak apa-apa, tanya aja kalau belum mengerti.
Enggak aku ya.
Oke ya. Biasanya matematikanya sih anak-anak rata-rata karena di kelas 10 berbeda dengan waktu di SMP. Ya. Oke, enough. We go to
Yeah.
number 3. Oke, number 3 now ya. I scroll up. All about electricity or DC electric. In figure 3.1, a 12 volt battery supplies a current to a circuit. Okay. The circuit thermistor, this thermistor, and a 1000 ohm resistor in parallel. Yes. With 500 resistor in series. Okay. Now, question A. A certain temperature, the thermistor has a resistance 1000 ohm. Calculate the combined resistor of thermistor and 1000. Oh, ini kan tinggal 1 over R parallel ya, equals to 1 over 1000 plus 1 over 1002. So 1 over R parallel means 2 over 1000. And then we flip it. Yeah, we flip it, become RT over 1 equals to 1000 divided by 2. RP divided 1 equals to RP. And then 1000 divided 2 equals to 500 ohms. Yeah, that's it. This resistor parallel. Yeah. They asked me about thermistor, and here is 1000. So 1000 thermistor and 1000 resistor, they have parallel circuit. We find about the parallel is 1 over R ya. Jadi 1 over R equals to 1 over R here plus 1 over R here. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue ya. Now question II. Oh, current. Oh, this is with the combined resistance of thermistor and ini di sini ya. Kita sekarang cari current, berarti plus this ini. Current we use ya. Currents we use formula Ohm's law. V over R. But R total ya. Ini R-nya adalah R total. So I equals V is 12 is 12 volt divided R total is R parallel, ya, 500, and then R series 500 also. So I means, yeah, 12 divided by 1000. Yeah, this is I equals to 0.012 ampere. Hmm. Oke, then apa namanya, potential difference across 500 ohms. Back again, we use formula Ohm's law. V equals to I R. V equals to, the current is 0.012, and then R is 500. So V equals to, kita kalikan aja, 6 6 volt. Uh, hmm, okay. I hope understand ya, Kalista ya.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. B. The temperature of the thermistor increases, so its resistance decreases. Okay. State the effect of change the resistance of current from the 5 ohms resistor. Yeah. The effect change resistance current. This because they have uh, resistance decreases. Yeah. Uh, Resistance decreases. It means resistor in parallel is increases. Yeah. Uh, I use like a row first. Yeah. Temperature increase. Increase. Aduh. It means, yeah, resistance of thermistor decrease. It means, yeah, uh, parallel resistor. If the resistance thermistor decrease, parallel resistor is increase. Yeah. Why? Because in parallel. Yeah. Jadi kebalikannya karena dia 1/. Nah, ini 1/. Kalau di sini salah satunya, if each of these increases, ya, so Rp it will be increases. Sorry kebalik Bapak. If resistance of thermistor decrease, ya, parallel it will be increase karena dia 1/, ya, 1/. Ya. Jadi inversely proportional to, ya, opposite in mathematics, ya. Jadi kebalikannya, kalau satu increases maka yang in this other is decreases. So it means, ya, parallel resistor increases, it makes, ya, uh, I go, sorry, oh, they make effect total resistance increases also, ya, increases too. So when total resistance increases, current decreases. This one. So many, ya. Mudah-mudahan mengerti, ya, Kalista, ya, ini. I hope you understand. Everything used to formula, yeah. Formula, the first formula is about series and parallel. The second formula is Ohm's law, yeah. Only two, yeah, only two.
Yeah.
Okay, continue to other question. Oh, this is transformer. This is not movie, ya, transformer. Okay, transformer consists of two coils, ya, input and output, ya. In this case is Q and P. Oh, no, this is P is apa namanya, iron, ya. Okay. In figure 4.1, part P made up from metal. State the metal used to make part P. This is about itu, apa namanya, flowing of electromagnetic. This is flow. Flowing of magnetic field. Strength. Strength. Jadi untuk apa namanya, untuk like the way of magnetic strength, ya, dari ini, dari coil, ya, from coil. This. Then state the term given part P. State the term given part. To make. So, kebalik Bapak, ini yang ini.
Yeah.
Okay. Ini iron, ya. Metal iron. Iron ini. Iron metal. Ini iron metal. Okay. Sit. B. The alternating current AC in the primary coil. Describe what the current produced in part P. Produce this magnetic field strength. This is produce magnetic field. Magnetic field. Dan dia flowing, ya, in this P, dia mengalir. Karena kalau kita gambarkan nanti seperti ini. This is also dan apa they have effective or absorbing by metal iron. Dia itu kayak diserap bagus ya, diserap bagus oleh metal ini. Describe what current produced in 40. Ya, magnetic field strength. Okay, the high voltage transmission of electricity use transformer. Yes, describe two advantage transmission electricity high voltage rather than. Oh yeah, this is apa namanya ya? They can apa ya? Bringing ya in high voltage or apa flowing. And the second one is they can splitting into particular fault into a number of voltage by uh, by number of coil. Jadi mudahnya gini, dia itu bisa membawa banyak ya. Kemudian setelah mau dipecah-pecah, dia bisa memecah ya. Dari splitting of this coil, splitting on the coil on the secondary. Yeah, they can bringing a high voltage in input, and they can splitting some voltage, some number of voltage on the output. Nah, itu advantage-nya sebenarnya. Ya, oke. Okay. Dan continue.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Number 5. A small wind turbine drives a generator to provide electricity for an isolated village. Oh, this is still. Oh no, generator. The decrease in kinetic energy of the wind turbine is 16 to 100 joules every second. The output of generator is 23 ampere at 240 volt. Calculate the efficiency turbine of generator. Okay, no. The efficiency, yeah, efficiency is power output divided by power input. That's it. Okay, efficiency same thing too. This the output of generator, yeah, 23 ampere at 240. This is something I times V, yeah. Uh, on the output, same thing with VI 240 voltage times times with 23, yeah. divided. The input is, we use power in different formula ya. Gini, ini power same thing with VI. Also power same thing with work done over time. So in this case, in this power input, work done is 16 to 100 every second. So divided by 1. That's it. So ya udah, kita ini efisiensi nanti berarti kita kalkulasikan 230 times 23 divided by 16.200. 0.32 0.333 mil ya, 326 ya. This is efficiency in percent ya. Efficiency in percent same thing with this is 33% ya. This. Because 0.33 same thing with 33%. That's it. Okay, continue. B, let's see. Kita selesaikan dua ini lagi, B and C ya. When electrical energy is not required, the generator charge battery that then provide electricity during periods of no wind. State the term used to describe the energy source of batteries when electrical energy is not required. Of no wind. State terms sebagai industri. State energi baterai is ini ya, apa energi, chemical energy. Is it correct? Chemical energy on the battery.
Ya, kalau nggak salah ya sih chemical.
Ya betul, chemical ya. Kalau di wind ya, if in the wind is the mechanic energy ya, because they said no wind. Ya. Okay, one more. Waduh, ini. To use wind turbine large scale has environmental economic impact. Scope environmental impact dan economic impact. Waduh. Apa ya? Econ environmental. Non-economic. This is about wind turbines ya. Wind turbine itu kan dia pakai angin ya. Yeah, they use some energy from apa namanya, some energy from lingkungan ya, they don't just use anything ya, because this is like energi yang sudah ada ya. And then economic, this is lowest cost ya, maybe Paulus tidak menggunakan banyak biaya karena from the but maybe apa namanya, the turbine so expensive ya, turbine is expensive, the turbine is expensive karena untuk membuatnya itu dia cukup mahal itu karena harus menaikkan kipas ke atas. Oke, ini kayaknya bisa sendirilah nanti sambil bercerita-cerita ya. Apa environment-nya seperti apa, ekonomiknya seperti apa. Oke, sepertinya sudah jam 6. I think already 6 o'clock, Kalista. Maybe we finish until this ya, until here. And we will continue next week ya. Nah, kita lanjutkan minggu depan. Ya, on Tuesday and Wednesday. Oke. Thank you very much, Kalista. Sampai ketemu minggu depan.
Iya. Terima kasih, Pak.
Sama-sama, Kalista.
Dadah.
Yuk.